Guys, what is up? Hopefully you didn't miss me too much. It's very windy out here, so I'm gonna try and talk as loud as I can. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I have a little bit of battery left on my GoPro. I am back from Pennsylvania. It's about time, I know. I haven't posted any videos because there was nothing to post about. Didn't want to waste your guys' time. But we are back in Lamar now. We've got the truck. Everything is as it was before the summer started. Hopefully you guys will stick along with me still and keep watching videos. And I know some of you guys are pretty pumped that I'm back. You've already messaged me on Instagram and whatnot. So that's pretty neat. I do appreciate that. Glad to, and thank you for all the wishes to get back safe. I did do so, and I do appreciate that. But let's look at the truck a little bit. We got some stuff to fix. I got back and there was like no trans fluid in it, and it did not want to shift. Trans is already toast, so it's been toast, so hopefully that will happen this month. I just picked up another set of wheels to probably just polish and sell. I was going to keep them, but I've decided that that needs to be trans money. But I will get back to you guys here shortly and we'll get started. So we are back at the shop. It's the next day after the little intro. I just didn't have time to do anything. The truck is already dirty again after I just hand washed it, and like you guys saw it. But I want to show you guys the wheels that we picked up. And these are not probably not going to stay. But like I said, they're not going to stay. They are 16.5 by 10 sidewinders. And yes, they are black right now. But we just picked up some aircraft stripper from O'Reilly's. And we're gonna soak them and see what happens. Hopefully all that stuff comes off, because basically I'm just gonna get the paint off and clean them up. If they need a full cut and polish, or if the buyer is gonna want a full cut and polish, I will do that. Maybe at extra cost or something like that. But yeah, they're gonna go up for sale. I don't really need them. I mean, I've got 16.5s already. I don't want to buy another set of tires. If they were 16s, that might be a different story. But yeah, that's about what we're going to do today. I need to do a few things to the truck. Just don't have a lot of time right now. But we're going to try and knock some stuff out as much as we can. We're probably going to do an oil change on the G, which is one of the 2 cylinders that we have. If you guys don't already know, that's a tractor. And yeah, we just got some stuff to do, and now I need to clean the bastard again, of course. Yeah, I'm just glad to be back. Hopefully you guys will stick along, like I said, and just keep doing what we've been doing in the past. Don't really have a whole lot of new things for you guys, besides the attempt to go faster, I guess. That's about all I've got. That's all we want, really, and it'd be pretty cool to see this thing get going. So, with that being said, let's unload these wheels and get the power washer out and the aircraft stripper and see what we can do. And Guthrie will also be on his way with his new truck that you guys haven't seen yet. So we'll do a little walk around of it. But I'm gonna unload these things and start soaking. Alright guys, so just as like the times before we've done it, this is just aircraft stripper. It's pretty normal. You just get it from the parts store. I don't know how. Well, first of all, do not get this on your hands. It burns like hell. And we're just going to soak this thing, honestly. There's no real key to it. We're just going to soak it and let it sit. It says strips to bare metal in 45 minutes, so that takes a while, but I've got a lot of time. And I'm just going to let it sit as long as I can, really. They're kind of warm, so I don't know how that's going to affect them, but being Welds, I don't really want to damage the finish, so this is a kind of like a up close and personal way to see if somebody powder coated your Welds or forged wheels, or not powder coated but painted them, and like an idiot. We'll see if this gets them off and doesn't harm the finish of the forged wheel. It does say to shake it pretty well, just FYI. Well guys, I worked on them for probably like 45 minutes or so. I've got to go to dinner, but this was the first one that I did just as a test to see if it would come off good. These other ones, the paint hasn't came quite off yet. I did an extra layer on this one, so that one's good to go, ready for probably some sort of polish. And we'll get the black off the rest of these. But not bad for like, whatever it was, 45 minutes, 10 hours worth of work. Most of it was spraying it and then just sitting down and waiting for it to kind of, I don't know, eat away at the paint. But we'll get back on them tomorrow. I might just strip the paint and sell them as is, or like I said, maybe polish them for somebody who'd want them polished. We'll see. They're a little nice set of wheels, so we'll get them straightened out. But until tomorrow, I will see you guys then, and we'll get back at it. What is going on, guys? I am here with you today on why my truck will more than likely never get a paint job, at least for the time being and the circumstances that I live in now. So as you guys know, I'm pretty open about where I live. I live in Lamar, Missouri, and if you know anything about Lamar, lots of roads in town are paved, but every country road or county road, whatever you want to call them, are gravel roads, and they are not the best. We run a pretty big farming operation, and all of our stuff is on gravel. My house is 1.5 miles down gravel, and then if you go about 3 miles the other way, you'll find the farm and stuff like that. So here's a perfect example of if I had a paint job that was as nice as somebody like Connor Stewart or Derek Parrott or Glenn Parrott, or literally many of those guys, it would be literally trashed. It's like sand basically hitting against the truck. And this is my wheels. This is, you guys, I don't know if you guys understand this. This is leaving my house to come to the shop. So this is 1.5 miles worth of gravel. This isn't going to the farm. This is nothing. And this is how bad it gets. It's just covered the whole way around. And the door jams are even worse. But it was stacked full, so I got to keep this all cleaned out all the time. And there's Sammy boy. But yeah. So whenever you guys ask how my wheels always look so good, I honestly don't know, because I have to keep them freaking washed at all times because they basically get sandpaper in them. And I have to like hand wash the whole underside of my truck all the time too. But yeah. Well, guys, we've kind of been all over the place here. I did get these wheels all stripped and polished. If I haven't gone over this already, because I can't remember if I have, these are 16.5 by 10, 8 by 170 Welds sidewinders. Nice set of little wheels. They were painted black, so you guys can see all that, but that could come off pretty easy. This was about 5 seconds with a little bit of hand polish, so you already know that with some rouge, like you guys have seen, I could clean those up very easy. Would not be any big deal. I'm selling them as is, 400 bucks, or if you want them fully polished and looking good, I can do that, and it'll be $550, which that's just about what, I mean, that's a pretty cheap rate for polishing if you think about it. So that's, what is that? That's less than 200 bucks. So that's less than 50 bucks a wheel, which is very fair. So most people charge at least that. So there's that. I've got a laundry list of things to do. I've got details to get done. We got a trans to get done on the truck. We got injector washers. I need to do the wiper linkage bushings. I need to fix that cab light. There's one that's kind of being dim. I don't know, I might be selling these wheels. I picked up another set of welds besides those. We're kind of all over the place. We've got a tractor pull tomorrow that we are pulling in, and then we've got one that we're going to that's the big boys, the Outlaws, down in Springfield at the Ozark Empire Fair. And then on the 17th, We have down at Sheldon, just like my shirt says, we have an antique pull, and I just started up the G and let it run. And I'm going to be pulling that in the next couple days, change the oil, just kind of looking over things, maybe make an intake for it. Keller's pretty good at fabrication and whatnot, so he might help me with that. And we're going to re-weld some of the weight racks and make them a little bit nicer. But yeah, that's about what stuff's looking like around here. I've just got a bunch of stuff to do. I will try and tag you guys along. I need to get this video out because you guys are just wondering where the heck I've been. So this will all be a part of one video. I did wash the truck off, which is good because our roads are awful. But yeah, we've got lots of stuff to do. I'm gonna obviously bring you guys along with me for all of that. Truck events, Shide Diesel Extravaganza, that's this month. First gen should be there. So I really hope to meet quite a few of you guys, diesel enthusiasts. I'm just trying to get you guys up to date, up to speed on what has been going on. But as for that, I mean, the truck looks about the same with the little worse things. This fender is caved in pretty good right here because for some reason my truck turns farther to the right than it does to the left, and it has to do with my steering gearbox. It keeps moving around. So without saying much more about that, I need crossover and I need a steering box brace. It just keeps sliding around on that mount, and there's nothing I can really do about it until I get rid of that, because whenever you do crossover, you put the steering box in the two-wheel drive location, and that'll basically fix my problem. So I need to get that done. But basically I need to sell these wheels. I'm probably going to sell these wheels and tires because I got a new set, like I said. They're still Welds, just a better setup with more tire options because I want a Nitto or a Toyo or a BFG. I just don't want I don't want stretched intercos at the moment. And I mean, they're not bad for a 1250 on a 14 by any means. I'm happy with them, but it's just what I want to do. I've been looking for 16 by 12s for forever, and that's why I sold the first set I had. Looked for a year, couldn't find any. Saw these. A really good buddy of mine in Tennessee went and picked them up for me. We're gonna get those and put those on. It'll be a nice little setup. Good for pulling too. Those tires right there aren't great for pulling, so we'll see. In that case, it might need to be BFGs. But yeah, that's about what we've got going on. I hope I can get you guys some good content. I just haven't been behind the camera in a long time, so we're just whipping some stuff out. It poured earlier and now it's sunny, so might try and get a few things done. It's later in the evening, got people to see, and the Friday's tomorrow, so the weekend is coming up. We got stuff to do, but might be next video might be some tractor maintenance and little fabrication. And the video after that might be some stuff with the first gen, like injector washers. I'm sure I can make a good video about that because lots of people have to replace injectors, and that's basically we pull them out and everything, so it'd be about the same thing as an installation. But we're just doing injector the little copper washers on the return line and on the bottom of the injector. So that's where we're going with this. And yeah, so I'm gonna get on out of here for now and just keep looking forward to the next one. We will actually be doing something. I just want to get back to you guys, let you know I'm still here and that everything's going good. For you guys that have asked, my internship went great, had a good time, learned a lot about construction equipment and cranes and things like that. So went good, went as I expected, and we're glad to be back. So till next time, I will see you later. You guys have a safe weekend, and I hope to see you soon. See ya.